you know? All right, now, open up at the table. Talking about ruining our lives. Yum, yum. Here's 80% of Cuomo's diet. Cookies, chips, pizza. We love it, right? Nah, come on. I don't eat this stuff all the time, and hopefully you don't either, because we know it's not great for you. But do we know how bad it is? A new study has just been released that says these kinds of foods should be classified as drugs, as dangerous as nicotine. Literally can kill you. And not if you eat 50,000 pounds of pizza either. It's not some kind of like taken to the exaggerated extreme. It's about what happens when food is processed. One of the scientists of that study is clinical psychologist Dr. Ashley Gearhardt, and she joins us right now. Doc, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for covering our work.
All right, so let me come at you from the point of resistance that you set up the study for. I know it's bad, but it ain't going to kill me. It's not nicotine. What have you learned?
What we've learned is that actually diets that are high in these sorts of foods are killing people on par with tobacco. They're killing more people than alcohol and opioids. And now diets that are really high in processed foods are the #1 cause of liver transplants in the United States, more than alcohol.
Now, is it because there's like 50 different factors and this is just one? Or is there something central about what happens in the process of processed food that we now understand differently?
So one of the things that we see is that the amount of sugars and fats in these foods are amped up so high in processing that they far surpass anything our brain really evolved to handle. And they hit our body so rapidly that they are as effective as something like nicotine in triggering our brain and its reward system. And we see that people know these foods are bad for them. And no one thinks that, a big chocolate milkshake and a ton of pizza is a health food. But even when people are told, hey, you have diabetes, you have heart disease, this is killing you, you need to cut down or stop, they can't.
Literally can't? You think it's addictive, or do you think it's about willpower?
I think that it is an addictive substance. When we looked in this study, we looked at tobacco, where there was this huge debate. People were dying from tobacco very regularly. About half of Americans smoked. And people were saying, oh, this can't be addictive. It doesn't look like alcohol. It doesn't look like heroin. But they found that when people knew they were dying, they couldn't quit, even if they really wanted to, even if they were working really hard to do so. And so now we looked at those exact same benchmarks to say, how did we get to a point where we knew tobacco wasn't just a bad habit, it wasn't just about willpower, but it could really hook you. And that's what we looked at in this study. We found that these highly processed foods met every single benchmark that tobacco did to be labeled as an addictive substance.
How is it that with all of the waves of wellness and all of the different products and all the different systems and all the stuff we see online about people trying to get to a better place, how is it that obesity rates are going up 42% for adults, 22% of kids, and that you have all of these correlated problems that are on the rise from the obvious diabetes, but like you said, fatty liver disease and depression from food?
Yeah. Absolutely. So all of those health consequences have been skyrocketing. And when we look back at what happened, these were issues we really weren't worried about. We really weren't tracking obesity or child onset diabetes before the 80s. Our food environment changed drastically in the 1980s. And one of the reasons why is because Big Tobacco, R.J. Reynolds and Philip Morris, knew that tobacco was coming under threat, and they diversified their portfolios and bought up the major food companies like Kraft and General Mills. And they took a lot of their know-how, their flavor additives, their marketing strategies, and they became the largest producers of processed food in the world. And as those really highly rewarding, intensely appealing foods started to dominate our food environment, they weren't occasional treats anymore. We're eating them for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, in your car, at your office, fourth meal. From the moment you're 2 years old, kids are more likely to be having added sugars than fruits or veggies in any given day.
And it is hard to get them away from kids.
It's a pretty toxic environment.
It's hard to get them away from kids. They will hide it like it's a valued object. All right, so my last question.
Yeah.
If it's as bad as nicotine, tobacco, addictive substances, do you believe these foods should be regulated?
Yes. So I think what we saw from tobacco is that we need some common sense sanity that rebalances our food environment. So it's not pushing profits, but that it's setting people up to live a healthier lifestyle. Right now, we all know that the default, if you're just going with the flow in our society, is to eat these highly processed foods morning, noon, and night.
Right.
And especially if you don't have a lot of money, this might be your only source of calories to get through the day.
Right.
And so we just need things like protecting our children from marketing. We need some economic incentives that make healthy foods convenient and affordable. And we just need to kind of step back and not just say, oh, all foods are created equal, but to really
But you don't want to
rebalance our
ban
food
anything.
environment. I don't think that bans are the way to go,
Good.
especially at this stage in the game.
Good.
I mean,
I
we
like
haven't
that.
banned tobacco, we haven't banned alcohol, but we have done things
You
to
restrict it by age, you restrict the marketing. It's different things. You've given them a liability bar. But I get it. I get it. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.